Thank you, Mac. You did a great job. I believe you did get everyone in the room, but in the event that you did not, anyone who hasn't had a chance to stand, please stand. And I appreciate all that you've done to make this happen. It's interesting. I've been in education in North Carolina for a long time, and every piece of legislation that has resulted in innovation and truly moving North Carolina forward has Walter Dalton's name attached to it. From the Innovative Schools Act to the early colleges to the Jobs Commission, and the list goes on and on and on. We are recognized across the nation as an innovative state because of many leaders, but he has really taken the lead and put his stamp on an awful lot of good things, Lieutenant Governor, and we thank you and appreciate that. It's interesting, I saw David Peel, and the first time I met Dr. Peel was in about May of 2009. I joined the state board in 2009, and Tony Habit called me and said, we're going to go down and talk with Dr. Peel at Avoca Farms. And we spent about an hour, hour and a half with him, and he was so enthusiastic about the prospects of a regional school serving this part of the state. He recognized the need, but he also had planted in his mind a solution. And Marshall Stewart, I think, may have been at that first meeting, and I don't know how many conversations we've had since that May of 2009, but it's great that it's here, and it's great that it's happening. It's already been said what this will do for the young people in this part of the state. And as Governor Dalton said, this is a model. This is the first of many. It's time, we in education, unfortunately, have a difficult time trying to figure out how to do things differently. We're kind of stuck in our way of doing things. And it's well past time that we began to look across regions, across county lines, and figure out how can we pool our resources to provide better opportunities for all of our kids. We in this state are absolutely committed to every child graduating from high school and having the opportunities to live a prosperous life and be a contributing member of our society. And to do that, we've got to do things a little bit differently than we've done in the past, maybe substantively differently than we've done in the past. And this is a great model. I had an opportunity to meet a number of the superintendents, a number of the board members, some county commissioners as we've gone through this process, but I'd like to offer a special thank you to our superintendents. And John Farrelly in Washington County has really taken the lead on this, and so have the others. And this is a little bit risky. It's a little bit risky for a local superintendent and a local board of education to step out on this limb and do this. But I think the dividends are going to be beyond what our imaginations might have us believe. So I appreciate their willingness to be leaders. And as Governor Dalton said, we're going to see many of these in the future across the state. We've got one close in the Yadkin Valley. We've got one close in Kannapolis, and there's already talk. And once this thing is up and going in about 2 or 3 years, they're going to want to replicate it all across the state. We're going to see people from across the nation coming and visiting to see what we're doing here. We've long talked about collaboration, and this is a collaborative effort that really exceeds any collaborative effort I've seen in 37, 38 years, so many years I can't count them in education in the state. But to have the Department of Agriculture, the Department of Public Instruction, the Lieutenant Governor's Office, the Governor's Office, NC State University, the community college system, UNC General Administration, local boards of education come together around a vision and make it happen is something that we have that you should be incredibly proud of. Jean Woolard, that represents this area of the state on the State Board of Education, she probably wore a lot of these local board members and superintendents out, but I know she was on the road, and there's a lot of big champions to this thing, but I'm not sure that I've seen a bigger champion than Jean Woolard. And we don't have a State Board of Education meeting that she doesn't raise her hand and say something about your school here in northeastern North Carolina. I'm proud to be a part of it, behind the scenes part of it, proud to be associated with people that have done such a phenomenal job. And I look forward to coming back in September or October and seeing youngsters truly engaged in some higher level academic work. Thank you and congratulations to all.